What is up, folks? I am definitely feeling some shifts, some changes these last couple of weeks. I keep being told now that I'm supposed to share what I went through just in case somebody else is going through it. So, there was a day I was just driving, and then out of nowhere, I energetically felt like I got unplugged from something. That's the only best way to describe it. It's like I got unplugged to where I felt disoriented and unsure why I was even driving. Like I forgot exactly where I was going at the moment, why I was driving. I was constantly just going through these weird phases of trying to exactly figure out what I was going to do next in the moment I was just sitting there driving. And I had to park the car just to get myself somewhat together because I was feeling that disoriented. 111 on the clock. I I didn't feel called to share it when it happened, but I'm being shown to share it now. Just in case somebody is going through this or in the middle of this, I want you to know this is gonna pass. And I want you to know that you're being unplugged from the ways of being that you've been being in the Matrix. Um, those of you who don't feel it, you're probably going through a different form of ascension. And this is for people who have been working on themselves, doing the work, doing things outside the system to really transition themselves into a new way of living and being so that they can begin to introduce and rebuild a new way of living in the new timeline. Um, just know you're going to get through it. But it is intense. I think I've spent 2 weeks really recharging myself and getting my mental state back together. I also went through this period of cleaning my home, like cleaning, where I'm like moving furniture around and getting in areas of the home that I normally don't think of getting to, and doing a clearing of the home energetically in addition to what I already do for the home. Like, it wasn't even a full moon and I still had felt drawn to do it. So if you're feeling drawn to doing these things that I'm naming off, just do it. Don't fight it. I was even drawn to do it even when I was still feeling disoriented and tired. Just listen to it and just do it, because when I started to do these things in my home after I went through the whole period of disorientation and just really feeling all over the place energetically where I couldn't keep my mind focused on one thing, after the clearing and after I started to get into areas of the home that I never thought of getting to before, my mind started to clear. I started to begin to be able to focus again. I'm still finishing up certain projects in my home to clear and clean. I'm almost done with it, but the more I keep working on each part of the home, the more I feel like I'm coming back to myself. And while I'm doing that, I'm also recognizing different traits that I used to have in my old timeline that I am now being drawn to being consciously made aware of now. Such as unconsciously eating, or unconsciously jumping into, I'm just going to relax and watch TV for a while until I fall asleep instead of, jumping into things that make me happy, that bring me joy. I'm being given an opportunity to then start to face these traits that I am now being given the opportunity to be conscious of during this period of clearing. And I can't shake this feeling that this has something to do with clearing and closing a cycle with my old self in the process of how this is all falling into place. First, I felt a whole unplug. Then I felt disoriented, 4, 5, 6 on the clock. Then I felt that I was so disoriented in my mind, I couldn't even stay focused. Then I felt drawn to clearing my home. And then my mind started to root back, where I started to be able to think clearly again as I started to also follow through with rituals I was drawn to. So it as I'm looking at it, there seems to be a step-by-step process that spirit put me through. So yes, I'm sharing this because I was drawn to, but in case somebody needs to know that they're not alone in this process, that they might be going through the same thing. And I'm being told to say this is completely normal. Just keep going and keep trusting. And this is the time to make new habits right now. This is the time to make new habits right now and replace the old ones. I am not shitting y'all. Okay? 555 on the clock. I am not shitting you guys. This has been quite a tough 2 weeks for me. Whew. Okay. Alright, good luck, y'all.